What's up, everybody? Hey, welcome to Limitless Hoops, baby. Hey, if you're here, check in the comment section so that I know that you're here. And if you have the book, Make sure that you guys are following the book. Again, in it tells you exactly what we're gonna do for the day. Has a video link right here with the QR code. Also has like cool stories, things like that, and challenges that you can do every single day of the year per your grade level. All right, and if you don't have enough money to buy, because it is $150, you can buy it with coins. So you want to earn those coins, and you can spend 3 coins. 3 coins to get it, and the hardest worker per day gets coins. So hey, you have no excuse. Just work really hard. We got Luke. What up, Luke? I got Adrian. All right, if you're here, check it in the comment section again so that I know that you're here. But let's get started. All right, first things first is we got this stuff right here. All right, hey, kids will be kids. All right, kids are crazy. It is what it is. It's a chaotic situation to want to teach kids, to want to raise kids, to want to be a basketball coach for kids. Now, most coaches can handle this, but some coaches, especially the really nice ones, you will get to their nerves. It happened to one of our coaches, JJ. All right, and he kind of went off on y'all. Look, what I told the kids this weekend is, you want to be the type of player that you would also want to coach, and when it's your job to do this. And it's okay if kids do this. Actually, it's to your benefit if players act like this. If most kids act like this, it's good for you. Why? Because it gives you a chance to make the NBA. It gives you a chance to make your NBA, D1, varsity, whatever. Because most kids will just act silly and won't focus, and then their coaches won't care, and then it cycles down from there. But you have a choice. You can act beyond your years if you would like. If you want to, if you truly want this goal of yours, someone, let's say, farting in the workout shouldn't cause you to have a giggle fit for 30 minutes. I'm pretty good at handling it. Most coaches are actually not great at handling it. So make sure that you handle yourselves out there. And if you can just not be like this, you got a chance to be like Steph Curry. Okay, just know that, understand that. Next subject, please. We got, what are you doing? I just talked to you guys. I got, let's see, Jordan. What up, Jordan? What are you doing that is different than what everyone else is doing? All right, you say that you want to make the NBA, the WNBA. Okay, but everyone deserves to make the NBA and the WNBA. Okay, are you 7 feet tall? Are you doing that? Are you growing to 7 feet tall? Or you're not? So you're just going to be regular heighted. Okay, regular height, regular speed, regular strength. So what are you doing that will enable you to make it to where other people won't? It has to be work. So what are you doing that no one else is doing? Are you waking up earlier? Are you working harder? Are you shooting more shots? That's what's going to set you apart. It's not a lottery. It's not a lottery system where, the heavens just go, boom, you are Victor Wembanyama. Boom, you can jump higher than Michael Jordan. Boom, you're as big as Shaquille O'Neal. No. It is kind of like that for those particular guys, but you're not one of those people. So for you to make it, it needs to be, are you working harder than everyone else? So I got to ask you, what are you doing that's different than what everyone else is doing? All right, that's the question that matters. Last one that I'm going to be talking about is this. All right, a lot of times it'll ask you guys, it'll seem like I'm asking you guys so much stuff. Like, it'll seem like I'm just asking an enormous amount of stuff, like lifting 1,000 pounds above your head. And you're just some skinny person and you can't lift that much weight. And then your parents go, yo, you can't do it. You can't win, right? And you have to tell them, oh, I can do it. But then sometimes you don't even believe yourself. Well, in this program, we believe in you. Most programs out there, they go, okay, we don't think that you can do this, so we're not going to train you to do this. You're trying to lift 1,000 pounds over your head. Well, we don't think that that's possible. So let's just go for smaller weight. Let's just do something completely different. Let's just make you happy for right now. While we go, nah, let's go ahead and try this. And we're going to lift more and more weight. Even though 1,000 pounds is literally impossible, if you would just rather die than not reach your dreams, we think that that's a pretty cool goal, because it's not this. This will actually hurt you. Well, we put you through, it won't actually hurt. If you try this for, like, let's say school or something like that, you might actually be homeless because, I don't know, you did too much stuff that was outside of your wheelhouse. In basketball or sports, what's the worst that could happen? You get cut, you never play a sport again. Who cares? It's just a game. But we can go for this with all of our heart without any consequences, really. Seriously, there's no consequences in failing at a sport. So we go for it, especially if it's something that you're passionate about, so that you can know what it's like to work your hardest for a passion. All right, so you can bring that to your life later on. That's why we do this. So whether you succeed or fail, we're absolutely going for the NBA. 1,000% going for the NBA. Because why not? Why shouldn't you be treated like that one time in your life so you can feel what it's like for someone to truly believe in you? But we're going to treat you like that for reals. And with that said, if you look at this thing that I sent out this morning, all right, I got a whole bunch of stuff on this page right here. Let me see if I can zoom in. Oh, man. Okay, this is a lot of stuff. All right, so I got, man, how do I, there we go. Okay, so this is you trying to make the NBA, but you're not at an NBA level. You're probably at like a JV varsity level. And I was mad to find out that it takes 4 years to move up one level, doing all the stuff that we ask you to do. All right, and all the stuff that we ask you to do is like this. If you're at the lowest level, just going for like a 4-point difference in 4 years, which isn't very good, you come to Tuesday, Thursday practices only. That's what normal teams do. That's why it's like very negligible, because that's what everyone's doing. You're doing what everyone's doing. But above that, you can come to just Monday, Wednesday, Friday skill stuff. Over the course of 4 years, we can put you up 8 points. What 8 points means is if you were like a little bit better than a JV player, we can make you in 4 years a varsity player. That sounds slow, right? But imagine if it was a first grader. A first grader coming in for 12 years, just doing the Monday, Wednesday, Friday. 8 times 3, my bad, is 24 points. So now that person can go from a JV player to a D3 player. But there's more. We also offer you guys a combination of both. You can do both. Plus the basic homework, which for this month is the Nash drill. Just once a day. We have some players doing it. It's just basic one thing a day. All right? And it's a different thing per month. It's very, very basic. And if you did that stuff, that would be 12 times 3. That's 36-point difference over the course of 12 years. All right? But if you did it all, you would be above the people that are just on our traveling team. You'd be going 4 days a week, including Sundays, plus the Tuesday, Thursday stuff, plus doing the homework drills, which is all of the drills that we have planned for the night. You do those 5 minutes each, either that morning or the previous day. And you prepare for the workout. And also do the monthly homework. All right? And if you add the challenges that are in the book on top of all of that, that's the full slate. That's going 20. And maybe you don't start out with 20, but maybe you go for the first 4 years at like just the 5 level. But you get to choose which level that you want to be. And I assure you guys, this is pretty accurate. This is pretty accurate. This is how long it takes to reach D3 if you happen to be a JV level person. And you guys know what level that you are because you were probably headed toward that direction. Probably headed toward not playing in high school. Something like that. Very few of you guys were already headed to D3 before you even like stepped on the court, okay? Because those spots are reserved for like, certain individuals of certain sizes or whatever, right? So if you want to make the NBA, it does take a lot, but it's possible. So we can take a JV level player and give him 12 years from first grade to 12th grade and make that guy an NBA player. That's not so slow. That is unbelievable. You should question everything about that. But for you, at your level, you're like, that's forever, right? Well, it can't be both. Is it slow or is it too fast? So chances are it's probably like just right. And trust me on this stuff. This is what I believe. This is what I've seen with my own eyes. And it takes a while, but it's well worth the ride. And again, you just want to make it to your NBA, which might be D3, it might be varsity. All right, that's all that matters really in life, is just to shoot for your best, to handle the cards that you're dealt. Okay, guys. So this is the goal. Look for it on the WhatsApp app and see what you want to do. I just want to make players aware of where they're at and what the realities are. That's my goal. So then you can make the choice of how hard that you want to work to become to where you are. But don't get it twisted. Don't just lie to yourself and say, oh, I'm doing 5 push-ups a day, I'm making the NBA. It doesn't work like that. I apologize. And of course, it's going to be a mix and match of all this stuff. So you can figure that stuff out on your own, but at least you know. All right, speaking of knowing, let's try to know the quote of the day. The quote of the day is grow continuously. All right, because you will continue to grow in every facet, right? Whether it be physically, mentally, emotionally, you will continue to get better and better and better in life. All right, so make sure that you are doing so. There will be setbacks. All right, grow continuously. All right, what up, Kieran and Declan Love? We had some games this weekend, and some people had some bad games, and that happens. All right, I talked to Owen about it. I was like, dude, you only had a bad game because you were brave enough to have a game. Normally he doesn't try to do that much, but this time he was trying so hard and he was so frustrated because of it. He did amazing. And then we had Gennaro, we had Lincoln, and we had Noah. 3 different levels, 3 different bad games. And it's okay. Here's some ways to get out of it, okay? 1, focus on the little things. Spread your fingers more if your shot's not going in. Get your elbow in. Things like that. Hold your follow through a little bit more. Extend with your toes a little bit more. That's it. And what you're doing is you're perfecting your shot, but you're also taking your mind off the bad game. That will help. Next thing would be to control the controllable things. The controllable things are not your shot. It's not if you get shots. The controllable things are you boxing out? Are you in the right spots on defense? Are you making the correct pass with the correct hand? You control things that you can control. Why? Because it's a lot bigger than you think that it is. And with the last one is you want to embrace the future handlings of the same situation. So for those of you guys, especially on the bench who didn't even come off the bench, sometimes you're super sad about it. Cool. It's a chance for you to go through something hard because you're going to experience that in the future. So how you handle this? That's why when Noah fell and he got hurt, I don't go over there. I'm like, figure it out. Be tough. Because he will get hurt again one day, knock on wood, doesn't get hurt too bad. But how will you handle it then? And he was walking within a few minutes. So I knew he wasn't dead. I was like, just get up, figure it out. But everyone ran to his side. Even the other team's coach ran over to him. And I was like, seriously, dude, just babying him, come on. But I want you guys to realize this is your chance to handle something that is very, very tough. So when you do experience things in life, like your kid crying all night, or maybe you lose a job, your girlfriend dumps you, things like that, it's okay. You know that you can survive this because you survived harder things. All right? And you do that by growing continuously. Realize that everything's a chance for growth. So you might as well grow. All right. We got our itinerary of stuff. The homework is doing the workout card, any level of it. The stuff that we're doing today is double bounce series, autonomous workout. This is the autonomous workout. This is one where we allow you to do the workout. Between juke straps, we start out with +7, -7. I'll show you that drill in a second, but then after that drill, we're going to give you guys 4 different drills to rotate through by yourself. Weekend ball bounce, 2 ball catch layups, double bounce series, and juke straps. You will be rotating. The coach isn't allowed to say anything at all, but he will be grading you. He will be seeing who's working the hardest, who focuses the entire time, who's inspiring others, all right? And it'll be about 30, 40 minutes of just you. You and your partner or whatever. We'll tell you what the drills are, but for right now, I'm going to show you what they are. And then in the end, the people that do it the best don't have to run as much as the people that do it the worst. All right, the people that do it the worst have to run more. And we'll do it grade specific, so a 2nd grader isn't quite on the level as a 12th grader. But just as long as you work your hardest and you try your best and you focus to your level. All right, to see some of these, let's go ahead and break some of those down real quick. We got ball pounds. You're just going to be pounding the ball down as hard as you can with your weak hand. All right, try to break a hole in the floor. That one's easy enough. All right, then we got 2 ball catch layup. You dribble at least 4 times, and then you go across the lane, 1, 2, and score. You want to bring the ball up like a Statue of Liberty layup. It goes up, out, up, straight, out. How about that? All right, and then the other person will throw the ball to you safely, underhand, so you can practice doing some things with dexterity. All right, and after that we got double bounce series. All right, it's out with the outside hand, bounce between the leg behind the back. Then you repeat this 4 times. First one is with a shot. Second one is pump fake, rip through. Make sure that the ball side and the ball foot rip through like that, and then you score. Next one is to fake that shot, release it with the hand, spin back and shoot the hook shot. All right, so you're there, pump fake, rip through, keep the ball high, keep it up like that. This is a great one for Owen and Arnie tall people as well because you keep the ball up, practicing keeping it up, and practicing scoring like that. Last one's to fake the last one. This is probably a little too much for an actual move, but it does show you how to pivot so you don't travel during games. Okay, do it from the opposite side as well. This is actual Lana doing it. She dominated doing this. That's why she's doing really, really well in college right now. All right. Then we got juke straps. You want to get away from the player without spinning around, all right? But you can turn and run, all right? You can't go over a certain distance, but you're going to turn and sprint. You're going to try to stay with them, all right? And it's juke straps. Make sure that you don't twist, because twisting is just cheating, all right? So that's what we got for that one. What is this? Product review? No. Let's skip that. +7, -7. You can do this in a group. I think we're going to do it in a group, all right? Every shot that you make counts as 1 point. Shot that you miss counts as -1. We're going to 7 or to -7. If you happen to win that game, we're going to make it harder for you by going 1 if you make it, -2 if you miss. If you get past that, well, you guys can shoot threes. All right. The level below that would be +2 if you make it, -1 if you miss. So it's levels, but for the first level, it's just 1 and 1. All right, 1 and 1. Right there. 1 and 1. All right, 1 if you make it, and -1 if you miss. You're going to 7 or -7. If you get to the bottom level and lose, you just do 5 push-ups, start over again. You guys will have 10 minutes to see how high that you can go. The coach will re-explain it in person, but that's the drill. All right, anything else? Nope, nothing else. Just this live show right here. All right, let's move on. See what you guys are doing for homework. The more you sweat in practice, the less you bleed in games. Great job doing homework. As I said, I think only one person is doing this month's homework, and that is Damian Gunn. I see you, Jacob, though, but Damian is doing the running, the sprinting. That's the homework. That's the homework for the month. All right. I see Weston. Weston skipped the games. What's going on, Wes? Oh man, we needed him. We needed him for the playoffs, and he just bailed on us. But I guess it is what it is. Hopefully, he was doing something better than just going to Frightmare or something like that. But yeah. Anyways, let's check out some trivia stuff. We got one person murdering everybody. Speaking of Halloween, all right, that's Adrian Mendoza with 11 points for the month. Let's see if someone can beat him today. What is the biggest comeback in NBA history? And I'm only bringing this up because you guys know why, but I'll tell you why after this ad break. Coming back, right back at you in a second. That's a nice guess. LeBron 3-1 finals. I didn't make that kind of comeback. I hear you on that. But I think that's happened before. But okay, no. That's the one. That's the one. Utah Jazz and the Denver Nuggets, 36 points. And again, I bring that up because the New York Giants were just up by a whole bunch of points in football, and the Denver Broncos came back. Everyone at the gym was like, oh no, my team's losing. Have some faith in yourself. This is why you guys can't make it to the NBA, because you're thinking, I'm too far behind. No, have some faith, keep the faith. But yes, the Utah Jazz on the Denver Nuggets were down by freaking 36 points and totally came back. And once again, we got Adrian Mendoza with the win. That is 12 for the month. Nice guess, Luke. I like that guess. Let's check out the story of the day. When trying out for a team, would you rather be the worst player they ever kept or the best player they ever cut? You should choose the latter. Work as hard as you can, and then let the chips fall where they may by not obsessing over that which is out of your control. Oh man, that's back to back. Not focusing on that which is out of your control. Would you rather be the worst player who made the team or the best player that they've ever cut? Of course, you don't want to be either, but yeah, you're thinking, no, I'd just rather make the team and be the worst player on the team. Guys, that kind of thinking makes you just stall. Go for it. And I think the reason why we don't go for it is like, what if I try so hard and I fail? I'd rather just not try and then I barely make it. Stop it. All right, you go for your best. The race is between you and no one else. All right, so try to be your best. Jordan, you did get the right answer, but a little too slow. All right, let's check out some NBA stuff real quick. Like, we got some news for you. Blake, is this name? No, not Blake Lively, but Derek Lively, this caveman guy. He grew 2 inches this summer, is now 7'3". That's the cool part about players being so young these days. They're still growing in the NBA. How are they still growing? Human growth hormones, I'm saying it right now. That's crazy. But let's check a reaction.
The quiet of their locker room, having won the...
This is Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson and who else was it? Phil Jackson and a bunch of other guys from back in the day. This is epic to me because Phil Jackson later became one of the greatest coaches in NBA history. Not only was he like a player that like won a championship with New York, he's also the first player to ever hit a three-pointer in NBA history. Because when they introduced that three-point line, it happened to be his game, and he shot it and made it. But yes, this is a throwback. This dude always looked old. That is really, really wild to see. But if you want to be a legend like this, think about people looking at you, posting your homework. All right, that's Bill Russell's also interviewing him. That's an epic interview. But yes, and you want people to be looking at you like this, being like, "Whoa, oh my God, that's the dude who's like he posted homework on YouTube for all those years." All right, think of yourself in this iconic way, and maybe one day you might become him. All right, last 2 things we got is this.
You've seen over the years from your playing days and being a head coach too.
Gotcha. All right. This is Byron Scott talking to Brian Shaw about what's different about today's NBA players. And he says, back in the day, they had some money. Today, they have too much money. He says that they go to other cities, buy new wardrobes, and then throw them all away. He goes, it's just way too much. It's way too much entitlement. So it's hard to like stay grounded, he says. All right, can you guys imagine doing that? But again, that's just another thing for you to have a chance on. Because if people are being entitled, people are being like given too much, you're not. So hang on to that and keep that chip on your shoulder the entire time. And yeah, it's crazy the amount of money that they get. But hey, it's crazy how much time, I don't know, like let's say that the rec level players get. You guys are in a hard situation. That's the greatest thing for you. Don't want too much out of life because it's just going to make you soft. All right, don't be soft like that. Let's see the last thing that we're talking about before we exit this show. I got this guy.
Okay, so all right, let me get your opinion on it because I'm the person like my homeboy.
Okay, this is stupid. Dwayne Wade says Asia Wilson can beat bench players in the NBA. It's not true, guys. It's just not true. I love women's basketball. I love women, everything like that. I'm not misogynistic. But look, if you add me right now at the age of 44, I'm 6'7", by the way, to any D1 team, we're in the top like 10, top 5. If you add me to one of the top 100 teams, we're winning a national championship easy. And I'm not that good anymore. I can't even run that fast. I mean, it's way different. That's not to demoralize any women out there. Asia Wilson is a legend. All these scrubs on the bench in the NBA are not legends. She's doing her thing and her spot, but there is a difference. But I bet you she can beat some like D3 players. But she's smarter than I would rather have her on my team than maybe even some NBA players. But is she better than them like head on? Nah. I'm just letting you guys know. But hey, it's a good debate, but know that she has her own set of greatness. And that's her own MVP. That's her own race over there. It's all good. All right. Anyways, that's my time. Don't forget that the quote of the day is to grow continuously. It's 2-word quote of the day for this second day of the week. And it's the autonomous workout today, which is a lot of fun. It's a lot of cool things. It's a chance for you to be amazing. All right, so bring it. All right, it's your chance to be like inspirational. You bring the energy today. We'll see you guys soon. All right, thanks for bearing with me on an unusually long show. Man, I went for a long time today, but yes, we're done now. Talk to y'all soon. Cue my music so I can be out. Reese pieces, everybody.